Hi guys, welcome to the first video series of 2021. We're going to start with Maths Lit Paper 1 from last year, November 2020. Let's just jump straight in. Okay, I know I've said this in previous video series, but please always make sure that you read through your instructions, right? What's important is start each question on a new page, use a proof calculator, that maps and diagrams are not drawn to scale, so don't assume that they are, and then always try write as legibly as possible. Okay, let's look at question 1. Okay, so there's a graph here. Let's just see what they say. They say the information below represents 3 meal options for the same meal. So there's Mr. Delivery, Uber Eats, and the restaurant menu. Graphs comparing the total charges of the same meal. Okay, so for Mr. Delivery, that's the price. We don't know what the delivery fee, but the total is this. Then that's the price for Uber Eats, the delivery fee, and the total. They've given us all the information there. The restaurant menu, this is the price. This is the tip, right? Because you're not getting it delivered, you're actually sitting there. And then the total would be those two added together. Okay. So if you don't get that, don't stress. Remember what I said in previous videos. The questions often help you understand the information that's given. Okay, so let's go look at the questions and see what they say. So the first question says, use the above information to answer the questions that follow. Identify the type of graph used. Okay, so if you look at this graph, you can say, okay, I see that this is a bar graph, right? It's not a histogram, because what is a histogram? The bars are next to each other, right? Right next to each other. There's no space between them. So we can see it's a bar graph, right? And it's vertical, right? So it's going up this way, not horizontal, going this way. So what I would say, I'm going to write this as if I was doing the exam with you. So question 1, 1.1.1. I'm going to say it is a vertical bar graph. Okay, so always make sure that you know these sort of things. You don't want to lose marks for something as simple as that, because it's literally naming something. Okay. Then it says, calculate A, the total for the restaurant menu. So remember, when you're doing this exam, always have a highlighter on hand, right? So let's just go find A. There's A over there. Okay, now we can see for the other graphs, right, the total is always these two added together, right? So if we want to get A, I'm going to say the price plus the tip equals the total, right? And we know that the price is 110 and the tip is 11, so our total is going to be 121 Rand. Okay, add those two together. Remember, for these sort of questions, what's important? Put your currency, guys. It means something, right? It's a Rand value. And then I always underline my answer when it comes to numbers, because it just makes it a bit easier for the marker. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but it is just something that I have done over time. Let's now look at 1.1.3. Calculate B, the delivery fee for Mr. Delivery. Okay, let's go see where B is. So B is over there. Now, this is a little bit different to A, because A, we were calculating the total. Here, we're given the total and we're given the price. Now we must work out the delivery fee. So I'm going to say, right, I'm going to say total minus the price is going to give me the delivery fee. So what is my total? It's 141 and my price is 126. So I'm say 141 minus 126, which gives me 15 Rand. Again, put in your Rand value because it actually means something. And then also what I want you to do is actually write out your reasoning, okay? You're not going to get marks necessarily for doing that, but in your mind it will help you actually know what you're doing. Okay, let's do 1.1.4. It says write down the difference between the highest price and the lowest price of the meal, excluding the delivery of gratuity, right? So what it's meaning is it literally just wants us to compare these 3 columns. Okay, so what's interesting here, right, is we can see that for Uber Eats and for Mr. Delivery, right, it's the same price. You should be able to see that, right? So you can say, okay, well, the highest price is 126. The lowest price is actually just sitting in the restaurant, which is 110. But what does the question ask us to do? It says write down the difference. So the difference is, right, highest price minus the lowest price, which is 126 minus 110. You don't have to put the rands in here actually if you don't want to, but always remember to put it in your final answer. So the difference between the highest and the lowest is 16 rand. Okay. Let's now go look at the last question of this question. It says, if the delivery fee for Uber Eats increases by 6.32%, calculate in rands, that's important, they told us how they want us to represent it, the increase in the delivery fee. Okay, so firstly, let's go find the delivery fee for Uber Eats. It's 10 rand. Okay, so we know that it's 10 rand, and it's increasing by this percentage here. Right, so get your calculator. Remember, it must be an approved calculator. Sorry, mine's a bit dusty. Right, so you're going to say 10 times 6.32%, and that will give you this much rand. So 632 rand. Now, what's important here, right, is can we get 632 cents? No. You have to round it off, right? Because you only have 2 decimal places when it comes to currency. So don't leave it like this, okay? Leave it like this. So the increase in the Uber Eats delivery fee would be 63 cents or 0.63 rand. Don't say cents because what did the question say? It said in rands. So always make sure that you're answering the question that has been asked and not what you think has been asked. Okay, so that's the first question done. 10 marks in the bag. Let's go into the next one.